There's a weird thing that happens whenever you chase a dream, whether that's to start a business, write a book, change careers, or become an outdoorsman. That's one of my secret dreams. I've been watching this show called Alone, where they drop 10 people deep into the Canadian wilderness near the Arctic Circle, and they have to live alone until only one of them remains. The winner gets $500,000, which sounds awesome, but don't be fooled. That show is brutal. They have to catch their own food, build their own tent, and hold on to their own sanity, all while filming themselves. Every once in a while, the doctors boat into this little frozen islands that the people are living on and check on their vitals. If you're too skinny or getting loopy, they'll say stuff like, we have to take you home. You can't do this competition anymore. The contestant will say, what? No, why? As they stand there shivering in some sort of squirrel pelt coat they made after eating said squirrels. The show doctors will say, well, we ran your numbers and you're headed to organ failure. Oh, is that all? Organ failure? Whew, thought it was something serious for a second. If you need me, I'll be in my yurt trying to keep a fire going with this bow. If I was on that show, all of my videos would be from the same little corner of my lean-to, and I'd have fake books that I carved from various trees behind.
I can literally say anything I want.
I would have found the trees on the tundra. I'd stain the little trees with lingonberry juice or reindeer moss or something. I don't know, something. It would be amazing. But the truth is, I would die in about 8 hours. I'm not an outdoors kind of guy. If I step on a melted ice cube that my kids have left on the kitchen floor while I'm wearing socks, it ruins my whole day. I don't know if I could handle the Great North. But maybe that's your dream. Whatever your dream is, when you tell your friends, there's this weird thing that happens. Some of the people that you thought would support it the most criticize it the most. Some of the friends you thought would cheer or support or encourage you poke holes in the idea. They discourage you and they try to convince you not to pursue it at all. I'm not talking about they give you good feedback. They just try to attack it. Why does this happen? Well, it happens for a few reasons, but the most surprising reason is that sometimes your friends are mad that you are changing your life and they are not. My oldest daughter once reminded me this years and years ago at a grocery store. As we left the store and entered the parking lot, I decided to ride the cart, to stand up and ride on it. Why? Because awesome. You get to do that as an adult. You can ride as many grocery carts as you want. It's amazing. And as I was riding on it, my feet on the bottom, my hands holding the handle, I heard my daughter, who was 10 at the time, yell something from behind me. And this is what she said. She said, "Daddy, stop doing that. You're making us jealous." And I thought that was really interesting. She didn't yell, "Daddy, be careful." She didn't yell, "Daddy, that's against the rules." She yelled, "Daddy, you're making us jealous. Stop, you're making us jealous." And there lies a simple truth about dream chasing. Sometimes people hate on your dream. They're not really mad about your dream. They're mad because you're making them jealous. They want to be the one feeling the wind in their hair as they ride through a parking lot. They want to be the one giving that speech or opening that business or self-publishing that book. But for whatever reason, they aren't. And they have too much self-awareness to yell the truth like a 10-year-old. So instead, they tell you it'll never work, or you need to be more realistic, or you're being selfish. Who are you to think you can do that? We have 1,000 ways to play dress up with our jealousy. So maybe a critic isn't any more complicated than just a little kid in a parking lot who thinks that walking is way more boring than riding on a cart. If that's the case, the next time you get hated on, remember, this is what a lot of your foes are really saying. They're saying, stop chasing your dream. You're making us jealous. And then get on the cart anyway. Write the book anyway. Lose the weight anyway. Start the business anyway. Do that thing anyway. You'll lose some people along the way. You will. But I promise you'll gain a whole lot more who are inspired by your bravery and not threatened by it. Thanks for watching this video. It would mean the world to me if you did 3 things. 1, hit the bell. 2, click like. And 3, subscribe to my channel. I'll keep making these videos if you'll keep watching them.